looking ahead now to this weekend's Cold Brew Fest.
All right.
Cor Harlan is live near Esther Short Park with a look at the brew. Cor?
Well, Ken, this is probably, if not it's one of the, it's probably one of the faster growing segments of the coffee business in the morning. A lot of people, particularly in the summer months, are getting cold brew instead of traditional hot coffee that Carl and I usually get in the morning here. We are at Cafe X Coffee Lab at 8th and Esther in downtown Vancouver, where we are preparing for the Cold Brew Fest this weekend here at the park right next to us here. Matthew and Sadie Salavano own this place, and they run it here, and they are the organizers of the show. Second annual show. And you got 30, gosh, you got 30 people roasting beans this weekend, right?
Yeah, 30 different offerings, about 60 ounces of coffee for people to try, and both for their favorite. That's the important part.
Let's start about that first, because with the admission you get a cup here. You get a bunch of tokens, which entitles you to about, what, 2 ounces, I guess, a 2-ounce sample of every coffee, right?
Of every coffee. So if you have 30 different ones to try, you're going to be drinking about 60 ounces of coffee
60
and
ounce.
voting for your favorite. And this year, we're also adding a decaf section for it.
Decaf section. There are even those people. That's kind of a sin in our word, but in our world here this morning. The decaf here section as well. Pour up a little bit of that and taste it. And then again, this is all cold brewed.
All cold brewed.
It all tastes like coffee to me. One quick word on the difference between cold brewing and hot brewing, because hot brewing, as I understand it from you two talking to me about this, it releases all of the flavors of the bean right away with the hot water, and the cold water, or the cold brews, are more along the lines of sun tea that we used to make, right? Tell me a little bit about that, one or both of you.
Yeah, so in cold brew, what we're doing is prolonging that extraction, and that's what is helping us to extract all of those notes of different profiles of the beans. How would you describe
And that's when he's telling me that 12 to 21 hours this will sit and steep, essentially. So this coffee that you'll be serving here today was actually made yesterday. They have it in kegs in the back, and they put a little nitro in with it. I mean, Matthew, tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we force infuse it with some nitrogen, just like a Guinness, so it gives it that nice frothy texture. And
that nice frothy texture. That looks like a Guinness in there almost.
Absolutely. Yeah, and like you were saying about the cold brew, when you steep it for a longer period of time in room temperature water, it really lowers the acidity of coffee, and it makes it taste a lot smoother. There's more chocolatey flavors, more nutty flavors, more delicious.
It's like having dessert for breakfast and coffee on a Thursday morning here. The Cold Brew Festival, Ken, is this Saturday from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock at Esther Short Park right here in downtown Vancouver. You come here, and as I say, you'll get a glass, some tokens for 2 ounces of 30 different coffee roasters. It'll be in town here from California, Washington, Oregon, even as far away as Montana. And the second annual event for a very, very fast-growing segment of the coffee-drinking population, Cold Brew. Here is to your cold brew this morning. Carl, get a good look at that as we take everybody out. Ken, bon appetit. Bon appetit to both of you as well. And good luck with this weekend's festival. Here we go.
All right, this weekend.